I've got Apple's newest iMac here, released in the US earlier this month on May 3rd, 2011. This is the 27-inch model, and in this video I'll briefly talk about some of the new features, and then I'll do some comparison tests between the new model and my 27-inch iMac from late 2009. On the outside it looks identical to the previous model, except there are two Thunderbolt ports on the back. If you remember from my MacBook Pro video a couple months ago, Thunderbolt is the new high-speed I/O technology from Intel and Apple, and it uses the familiar mini DisplayPort interface. There's still not much going on as far as Thunderbolt peripherals, at least for consumers, but I think the most exciting thing about having two Thunderbolt ports right now on the new iMac is that the new iMac can now natively support two external displays. The 27-inch iMac is my main computer, and I also have a 20-inch cinema display that goes just on the side of it. And that is a lot of screen real estate, but I find myself having to use spaces a lot, and I have thought in the past, wow, it would be great if I could have an extra display. So now that possibility is here. I haven't bought a third display yet. I'm still trying to decide if I really need it, but it's cool to know that that option is there. So not much change on the outside, but on the inside almost everything is new, starting with Intel's latest Sandy Bridge processors, new chipset obviously, new graphics from AMD, and even an iSight HD. I did get a chance to use the iSight HD a little bit, and I think you YouTubers are going to be pleased. I think it's the best iSight that I've used. It's even better than the iSight HD on the MacBook Pro, so that'll be a treat for you guys. The first test we're going to do is a boot race. Each computer is going to do a cold boot into a fresh user profile. I'm going to turn them both on at the same time right now. As you can see, the older model, the screen's a bit brighter, and I'm not sure why. They're both set to the same brightness level, but the older model doesn't adjust until it gets past the gray screen. It's too bright, but it actually does have an Apple logo on it right now. This one's faster. This one seems to take quite a bit longer. I'm not sure why. I did select the target startup disk, and I also did a PRAM reset. I think it takes longer than it should, but it is what it is. While it's still booting, I just wanted to say, if anybody wants to enter or add me as a Game Center friend, this is my handle. It's just my last name. Same as what part of my YouTube username is. I'll also put it in the details for the video. And there it is, the old one's ready to go. The next test is just a simple Geekbench 2 benchmark. The new model got a score of 87.17. The old model 76.59, so the new one just a little bit faster. I wanted to run one more benchmark program, so I went to the App Store and I found this one called Nova Bench. I thought it was pretty cool. It reminded me of Short Circuit. I ran them both, and the new one got a score of 1072. Let's see here. And the old one got a score of 1036, a narrower margin than I expected. For the subscores, the new one got a memory score of 138, a CPU score of 477, graphics score of 409, and hardware of 48. The old one, memory 119, CPU 394, graphics 472, and hardware 51. So that means the old one actually scored better, according to this benchmark, for graphics and hardware. Thought that was kind of surprising. For the next test, I just installed the iStat Nano dashboard widget, and as you can see on the new one, 110 degrees Fahrenheit for the temperature, and on the old one 113 degrees Fahrenheit, so just a little bit cooler, the new one is. It does have component listings for each of the, or temperature listings for each of the inside components. Everything on the new one seems to be just a little bit cooler, so that's a good sign. And fan speed pretty much identical for the optical drive and CPU fan, but The hard drive fan is definitely running a little bit slower on the new model, so that seems to be good as well. The next test is installing Adobe Creative Suite 5 Master Collection Trial Edition. I'm going to start them both right now at the same time, and I'm going to start the stopwatch on my iPhone, and we'll see how long they take. While this is going on, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about the featured food for this video. Tostitos restaurant style salsa. This stuff is so good. I could probably eat this whole jar in one sitting. I'm not a big fan of like peppers or tomatoes or onions, but when you put it all together into a salsa, it's hard to resist. This is medium. I'm not sure if they make a hot or a mild, but medium is just fine for me, and I'm sure it will be for you too. If it is in your local grocery store, I suggest you pick some up. Leave that chunky on the shelf. Get this restaurant style. It's awesome. Okay, they're both done installing. The new one took about 15 minutes and 30 seconds. The old one took about 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Now that we've got that installed, we're just going to open some of the common programs, starting with Photoshop. Just a little bit faster on the new one. Now we'll do Dreamweaver. Done there. And done there. Premiere Pro. Ready there. Oops. Those look like they were pretty much real close. Word. Very fast. Excel. Very fast. PowerPoint. Also very fast. And the App Store. Really close too. So as you can see, most of those open really fast on either one, which is pretty much to be expected. And the last test I'm going to do is a shutdown test. New one shuts down very fast. And the old one's off too. So in conclusion, I think the new iMac is an excellent all-in-one computer with mostly appreciable performance gains, at least over the late 2009 model. I hope this video was helpful for some of you, and I encourage you to rate, comment, and subscribe. At this point, I have over 400 subscribers, and I think I'm well on my way to that 500 number, where I do still plan on doing some sort of a giveaway, so keep an eye out for that, and thanks for watching.